There are concerns that a new bikie war may soon be ignited in Sydney after the Hells Angels establish themselves in Brighton-Le-Sands, a beachfront suburb that has been a stronghold for the Comancheros for many years. The Comos, who have had a long-standing presence and have exerted influence and control over this suburb, consider it their territory. They established themselves here as a dominant force and made the area a bustling base for their expanding operations. They have maintained their presence in this area for several years and have used it as a strategic location to expand their criminal and bikie activities. The Comos called it their base in southeast Sydney due to its strategic location and placement, and the suburb was one of the reasons that they became Australia's most powerful organised crime group. This Hells Angels move into Brighton-Le-Sands could be seen as an encroachment on the Comancheros territory, which may lead to tensions and conflict between the two rival clubs. This Hells Angels move into the area is being seen as a tactical decision, as they have identified an opportunity to gain control over this lucrative territory. They see the Comos becoming weaker day by day, with senior Comanchero bikies including Mick Murray, Mark Buttle, Tarek Sahed, Dax Ngakuru and Christian Taumi Folau all sitting behind bars. And ex-national president Alan Meehan just released after being granted bail, who was visibly affected by his recent arrest, indicating that he was feeling stressed, anxious, or uncertain about the situation. The loss of top bosses has created a power void and a lack of guidance within the club, which has caused considerable uncertainty about the future direction of the group. And the club as of now, is lacking leadership and experience big time. The hold on this profitable suburb has been challenged by the Angels several times in the past. One of the most notorious incidents involving the Hells Angels Sydney chapter and the Comanchero City crew occurred in 2009, during a brawl that erupted at Sydney Airport. The altercation resulted in the death of a Hells Angels associate, Anthony Ziervas, who was stabbed with scissors and a knife, and beaten with steel bollards inside the terminal on March 22 of that year. He was the younger brother of Hells Angels Peter Ziervas and was one of 7 bikies called to the airport as reinforcements on the day. The violence was sparked after a chance meeting between the Hells Angels Sydney president Derek Wainohu and Comanchero kingpin Mick Howie on the Qantas flight. Mick Howie was jailed after this incident. Hells Angels have been very open about this latest move. They have recently published the details of this new chapter being established this year on their official website. The 81s have also appointed new members for this chapter, including senior star Hells Angel Mustafa Hafizi. Hafizi, who was previously with the Chinatown chapter, has now been appointed as a recruiting bikie for Bayside. He also updated his Instagram bio page to welcome the change. According to sources, this year marks the 75th anniversary of the Hells Angels since they were established in 1948, and have completed a total of 475 charters across the globe. They are now in 62 countries and have over 4,000 members across these charters, with Bayside being their 475th chapter. According to news reports published last week, the Hells Angels were using the Comancheros' internal issues to squeeze them out of certain parts in Sydney, as they push their expansion program by openly recruiting in suburbs and countrysides. At one point, the Comanchero had full control over several suburbs in southeast Sydney, as evidenced by a banner they hung between Brighton-Le-Sands and Cronulla that read "Welcome to the Comanchero Shire." However, this serves as a reminder of how quickly things can shift in the world of bikie clubs. The world of bikie clubs is constantly changing, and that what may be true or dominant at one point in time can quickly transform. It is a reminder that power dynamics and loyalties can be unpredictable, and that the landscape of the bikie world is constantly evolving, littered with feuds, conflicts and disagreements often characterized by animosity and hostility.